God bless. I don't even know if it's working. We're gonna find out. Hell yeah, abandon that stream. It's not real. Classic. Now it says I'm live. Lord have mercy. Out of style. I think it's working. Good morning. Jesus H crackers. Oh, hey DJ, hey Rachel, hey Carla. Okay. Can you hear me now? Jesus. Okay. Hey Tal. I had this scheduled fucking live stream, and of course it wouldn't work. I was in here talking to myself, hey Pamela, talking to myself for like 8 minutes. And then I was like, wait, is it working? It sure wasn't. You can hear me? Okay, good. It sure wasn't working. Um, I think I fixed it. I don't know what happened. Can you hear me now? Exactly. Uh, yeah, I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. I'm gonna go ahead and charge my phone. Actually, I'll probably have to charge it later, but whatever. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna make sure that 8 minutes doesn't make it online because it was it was something. I'm glad I said something because I just thought I was dumb. No, I'm glad you said something too, Carla, because I was like, what's happening? Um, I just got the notification 30 seconds. YouTube, are we gonna have to migrate to Twitch for real this time? Which I am not opposed to doing. I love Twitch. Twitch's interface could use some work, but so could use YouTube. So, you know, whatever. Do people do music reactions on Twitch? Will I be the trendsetter? I'm kidding. I'm sure people do live stream reactions on Twitch. I am not delusional enough to think that I made that up. Well, now that there's people here to talk to, I was getting really excited because of some music stuff that's going on. I listened to the Guts Deluxe, aka Guts Spilled by Olivia. It's good. When she said she was releasing newer versions of the vinyl tracks, I was expecting something different. Minus Obsessed. Obsessed has always been like top tier. The other ones, they're okay, but they sound pretty fucking similar to what they were on the vinyl. And the new one's so American. It's cute. Yeah, I think Zach does, and then he posts on Patreon. Okay. See, I've tried making a Patreon and no one joined it. So so that's fair. But and then one of my favorite, oh my god, I'm so excited. One of my favorite artists announced that they're dropping a visual album trailer today at 4 p.m. Eastern. So I guess Mothica, if anybody has listened to the podcast and heard me and Marcella talking about Mothica, I guess Mothica's having an announcement today. I'm so excited. They do live reactions on Twitch and then post to YouTube. Honestly, we might start migrating to some Twitch. Am I the only family guy who doesn't like Guts? I mean, Guts is not for everyone. I feel like Guts is for. Also, I love that you put family in parentheses. That tickles me. Um, I feel like. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. Never mind. I'm not trying to alienate people. Guts is really good. I don't think that the deluxe tracks lend so much to its like good quality. Not say it. Um, I think if they had come out all together, I think it would make more sense because I'm an album person. I like to experience songs like through the album. I That's why I love that Taylor is doing this whole you're going to have to wait till the album comes out to listen to a single track because I've always loved experiencing albums all together. I'm such an album person. I'm not a single person at all. And in fact, I think it kind of diminishes the experience of listening to an album when you have singles. That's just my personal opinion. Uh, because you listen to them so much, and then when you get the album months later, you end up skipping the singles because you've heard them so goddamn much. But maybe that's just me. So anyway, Guts is really good, but yeah, I just wish all the songs came out. I just enjoyed Vampire so much that I didn't find any other songs that showed what Vampire did. See, I definitely don't think Vampire is what the album is like the best thing the album has to offer by any means. I would say, I mean, my favorite song is Love is Embarrassing. But the best song is probably Logical. That song is, oh God, gut wrench. So good. But Bad Idea, right, is also really fucking good. All American Bitch. Ugh. Cool Thanks. I hate when artists release a lead single that is so different the rest of the album, like me. No, I think that Olivia's singles sound like the album for sure. It's just that I I'm over the whole singles thing, and I'm just glad that my favorite artist, Miss Taylor Allison, um, doesn't need promo like that because I just love experiencing albums all at once. Um, if she ever does go back to lead singles, maybe she will. Can y'all imagine if she releases a single like months in advance? When was the last time she did that? Lover, right? That's wild to think about. Oh, there's an X Men ad. I've been watching X Men '97 as a big fan of the X Men animated series in the '90s, and oh, it's so good. Makes me so happy. Anyway, we have some things to discuss today. I went on a little Olivia tangent. Sorry about it. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is can we talk about how Tortured Poets is stylized? Because I don't know why, but I did not expect for Poets to be stylized in all caps. And the fact that it's stylized in all caps is concerning. This is Taylor's first album stylized in uppercase, and that scares me. Because as we know, she's stylized 3 albums in lowercase: Reputation, Folklore, Nevermore. But I'm scared by the stylization of Tortured Poets being in all caps. That is scary as fuck. Okay? I'm so scared that it's all caps because what does it mean? Aren't there a lot of songs on the album that have exclamation points? OMG, unrelated, but the McDonald's I work at is bringing back steak and egg bagels, as well as or bacon, egg, and cheese bagels. Yum! She's like, I'm screaming this. Yeah, what does it mean? Like, the fact that we still have no idea what this album sounds like terrifies me. Now, I know I just went on a rant about how I love listening to an album all at once. However, I still would like information about it. I would love to know what this album fucking sounds like. There's so many rumors about what it sounds like. And you know, there's the jazz rumor that it's very jazzy, which there's the standard pop rumor, there's the synth pop laid back 1975 rumor, there's the pop rock rumor. I need to fucking know. I need to know what this album sounds like. And how many days are we out now? Like right at 30, 29 or something? Because that's 7, 14, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 days? Oh, God. Apparently, it's her dad's favorite album. I saw this. I saw the fans talking to Scott. Did you read the backstory of Clara Bow? Her story is so closely related and identical almost to Taylor. I have read it. It's a very interesting read. Scott Swift did say to a group of fans that this album is different than everything she did. That scares me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I love when Taylor tries new things, but I'm so scared that it's gonna be an album of false gods. Y'all know how I am, and I will end up loving it, I'm sure, if that's the case, but I'm so terrified that it's gonna be an entire album of false gods that oof. That scares me. I want it to be, but I'm also thinking of Post Malone and Florence and the Machine. Their type of music is like, 808s. It's more dark tinged. It's a little rocky. So that gives me hope because I feel like Taylor puts features on the album that suits that sort of genre and sound. So, which makes sense because she had Keith Urban on Fearless TV, and Maren Morris on Fearless TV, Chris Stapleton on Red TV. We know Ed's all over Red TV, Phoebe Bridgers, that makes sense. Ed on Reputation, maybe not so much, but Future on Reputation makes sense. So that's kind of what I'm going for. You know, that's what I'm holding out hope for, is that the sound is more indie pop rock sort of thing. Even Brendan Urie. I think Brendan Urie makes sense on Lover, especially with the type of music he was making at the time. Um, because like the way that those verses sounds like Panic at the Disco, even though Me as a track doesn't sound necessarily like Panic at the Disco, if that makes sense. That the album is listed as pop. It is not her most explicit album. We will talk about the explicit tracks in a second. Um, Her most explicit album is Midnight's. Midnight's had 9 explicit tracks. Poets has 7. So technically, Midnight's is her most explicit. Just FYI for y'all out there. Because I saw someone saying the same thing. They were like, it's her most explicit album. And I'm like, sis, it ain't. 7 is not most explicit. I'm sorry. It's pretty close. I think the genre label is just default labeling. 100% Tao, because if I'm not mistaken, Evermore was listed as pop on Target's website when the vinyl went out. So, I mean, that label means absolutely nothing to me. And pop has also become such a wide variety of sound. I mean, Billie Eilish is listed as pop, and she's like almost anti pop. So, I'm not taking that with any sort of merit. Fearless TV was listed as pop. What are they considering explicit? Well, I mean, Midnight's does have a lot of explicitness on it, like Real Fucking Legacy and Maroon. Does Antihero have it? I don't think Antihero is explicit. Snow on the Beach has fuck in it. Here, let's just pull it up. Hold on. Let's compare. Compare. Anyone know that song? That's a deep cut. It's not Taylor, by the way. Midnight's Library. Thank you. Oh, that's right. My album got deleted, so it doesn't have the markers. That's okay. I can look it up in the Apple Music. Till Dawn edition. That'll work. All right, so we got Lavender Haze, 1950s shit. So that's the shit is explicit. Fuck in Maroon, fucking Snow on the Beach, fucking Question, shit in Vigilante shit. Karma's explicit. What's explicit in Karma? I'm blanking. What's explicit in Karma? Cursing is explicit. I will find dress to be explicit just because of the meaning. Yeah, cursing is explicit. Uh, Shit, what's explicit in Karma? Goddamn. Wait, I need the lyrics. Hold on. Oh, you're talking shit for the hell of it. Thank you, Tal. First line. All right, so we've got Lavender Haze Maroon, Snow on the Beach, Question, Vigilante shit, Karma, and then Nothing Till Hits Different, which is 7. Oh, so they're counting Snow on the Beach and Karma featuring Ice Spice and more Lana Del Rey as the 9. Oh shit. Okay, then I guess they're equal. Not me at work seeing your notifications and jumping on. Hey Sierra. Uh so technically it's only 7 then. Because I'm not counting Snow on the Beach again and I'm not counting Karma again. So technically Poets is tied for her most explicit album. Oh no. Okay, well, you know what? We'll take it. And we don't know if the bonus tracks are going to be explicit either. So it could be her most explicit album. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I've never listened to the clean versions, so I wouldn't know what they sound like. Um, like in Mad Woman. Or Do You Mouth Fuck Me Forever? What is the clean version of that? Screw You Forever? Like, I have no idea. I have heard the clean version of Karma, you're right. We love explicit, Taylor. We do. I Oh, let's talk about the explicit track since we're talking about explicit. Um Not only did we wake up this past week, flip the script. Ew. We woke up to finding out that Poets is stylized in all uppercase. We also found out all the explicit tracks. So the first explicit track on Poets is the title track, The Tortured Poets Department, which is scary because this is the title track and is explicit. Okay, DJ, have a good day. Enjoy your Friday. So we got the title track being explicit, and then Down Bad is explicit. And I need her to talk about getting dicked so far down. I need it so bad. I don't think that's what the song is gonna be about. But I want it. Hey, Erebus. I was watching a live and I was calling you Zane. Is Zane what you asked me to call you? Don't ask me why I was rewatching a live. It was research. Anyway, that just it stuck in my brain when I saw your name. So Down Bad is explicit, and one of my most anticipated tracks is explicit. Track 6, But Daddy I Love Him, is explicit. I need it. Zane is your name. Okay, I thought so, because I was like, I am saying his name a lot. Anyway. Then we've got Florida is explicit, which is the feature with Florence. So that's great. And then there's like a stretch of no explicits. Kind of interesting that Fresh Out the Slammer's not explicit. I would actually choose that one, like, based off title to probably be explicit. Interesting. So the next explicit is LOML. And the reason that scares me is because we still don't know if LOML stands for loss of my life or love of my life or both. And that's why it's called LOML. And another reason that it scares me that it's explicit is the entire album is stylized in uppercase, but LOML is the only song stylized in lowercase. And that's terrifying. That is terrifying. Okay? And then starting with LOML, we have like a little run of explicit tracks. The next one is I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. She's gonna call out some shit on that one. It'll be cool if it's Loss of My Life. I think that'll be so cool too. I gotta go before I get caught for work avoidance. Bye, Sierra. And then the last explicit track, The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. I mean, whew, did I miss any? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I didn't miss any. And that's not counting the manuscript, the bolter, the albatross, or the black dog. Those could all be explicit, for all we know. I don't think the albatross will be explicit. It seems too poetic to me, but I could be wrong. She's had bonus tracks be explicit. Hits Difference explicit. So, we'll see. We shall see. Oh, that's going to be scary. I cannot believe that we're so close to a new Taylor album. Truly. Like, we thought that at this time last year, we thought that we would be gearing up for Reputation TV, and don't get me wrong, I wish we were a little bit, but I'm so excited for a new album. Taylor loves to flip the meaning of a common phrase. She does! This month will go by so slow. I've got a lot happening in April. So, I don't know. Of course, I don't have anything happening until, or like major happening until Poets. But I'm also going to a wedding in April. So that's going to be interesting. God, I cannot. Oh, that's Bad Blood. I just noticed. It's Bad Blood. My eye is getting on my nerves. Okay. More than usual. But yeah, we're like, what did I say? 29 days? 27 days out from the album? Oh my god. Oh, and she, yesterday was National Poets Day. And she brought back all the bonus track editions of the vinyls, but not the bonus track editions of the CDs. Because y'all know I had to get the Grief collection. So I've got all the CDs coming. Can you imagine I bought all 4 editions of Poets and it's a jazz album? That would be the egg on my face. Now, the hope is that the albums will get here around. I'm hoping the albums will get here, honestly, a day early. Not because I will stream them a day early, but because hopefully I will have them by the time I do my reaction for Poets. And I can do all 4 of the bonus tracks. That is the hope, and that is the... If not, maybe they'll be uploaded online by the time I do my live, because I'm doing my live not at midnight. We're not doing a midnight live again. But, excuse me, my coffee and my breakfast. Making me burp. But I'm going to be doing it in the morning. Kind of like these. So... the hope is that the CDs will either be here so I can do the 4 bonus tracks, But if not, hopefully they're uploaded so that I can react to them because I really want to react to them. Because I never got to react. Penelope! Oh, Penelope. Because I never got to react to the 3 a.m. edition tracks for Midnights because of everything going on. Like, I was getting married that weekend, so a lot was going on. There was no way that I could have reacted to it. Plus, I listened to it because I knew there was no way I was going to be able to first react to it. But yeah, I really want to react to the bonus tracks this time. Even if I do like, even if I have to do like a separate little stream and just do the bonus tracks, I will do it for sure. Like, let's say that the album comes midday, let's say, and I get all 4 albums, and I'll just go live again and I'll do the bonus tracks. That is the plan. Tis the plan. The week following Poets, I have so much going on. Because Poets comes out that Friday. I've got a wedding to go to the following Wednesday. And then Thursday, Alan's part of he's directing a show at school, and the show opens. So, like, that's going to be a crazy, like, from Friday to Friday, it's going to be really crazy for me. I always have crazy shit going on around album releases. I mean, at least new album releases. It definitely feels that way. Oh, but yes, speaking of Scott Swift, he ran into 2 fans, or 2 fans ran into him, whatever the case may be. I don't know, secondhand reading this on the internet. But they asked him what his favorite album was, and he said Poets, because... Now, do I really think that Poets is his favorite album? Not necessarily, but it's wonderful promo. But they said, what are his favorite songs? And he said, the title track, Tortured Poets Department. And then he said Florida, allegedly. Both are explicit, so we know that Scott likes to throw a little curse around. Oh, Huds, I saw you talking about this blind item. Tell me about the blind item. Tell me about it, and I'll let you know if I've heard it or not. I don't really know that much about blind items. Marcella was schooling me on them last podcast recording. Which, if y'all aren't listening to the podcast, Sailor Manga, I know a lot of you may not be manga fans. However, literally, like, the first hour of the podcast is us talking about, like, pop culture. We always talk about Taylor in every episode. Usually Taylor takes up about 30 minutes of the first hour. And then we're talking about, like, pop culture things that we're watching or reading or consuming, and then, you know, just like little updates and stuff. So even if you don't listen to the manga portion of the podcast, I highly encourage you to listen to like the first hour when we do our what we call our moon news, because we talk about Taylor a lot, and like literally we have this like little section where like, okay, it's time for Taylor talk, because we always talk about like theories and stuff we've heard, the blind items sometimes, which I didn't know they were called blind items until Marcella told me this like past episode, and stuff like that. So even if you don't listen to the manga part, I encourage you to listen to the rest, the beginning of it. All right, what blind item? The girl who read an email from Taylor playing it for Universal. That doesn't ring a bell. Does it have anything to do with the jazz sound? Because that sounds very similar to what I was hearing about someone talking about like, oh, it's jazz influence. They listened to the entire album and it was like jazzy. So if it's that, then I've heard like ramblings about it. Her name is Kyle Marissa Roth. This isn't ringing a bell. Tell me the tea. Acts like I'm not gonna look it up. Kyle, what'd you say? Maria or Marie? Oh, it autocorrects. Marissa, excuse me. Sitting in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe. Taylor Nation posted a video. Did they just post a video? I just got a notification, but my notifications are always like late. All special editions of Tortured Poets Department on vinyl available. So this is not new. It's not new. The Kyle Marissa. All alleged here. Is Kyle... I will be submitting evidence of your harassment. Oh no. So what's the tea, Christine? Standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe. I don't think I know about this necessarily. Unless I heard like people talking about it secondhand. I had unfollowed her because of her Taylor Travis content is getting beyond insufferable, but mostly because I'm starting to seriously question her credibility. She also gives mean girl energy. Uh-oh. She uses blinds to craft these weirdly detailed and fake narratives about celebs. She just reads blinds. Blocked her. She blocked me. I cannot stand her. Oh, people very divisive about this person. This person that I've never heard of. Her mentioning that Pedro Pascal is gay. What? I mean, I would love if Pedro Pascal was gay at that. I liken her to a female Perez Hilton. Oh, no. Well, then I have no idea what the blinds are. Ah! No idea what that's all about. Oh, speaking of rumors, I think this is interesting. And I can't get them to download to like listen or verify or anything. So this is literally just like an interesting information. So there's this what's the right word? Um there's this site. I'll look right at the camera or try to find the camera. There's this site that has yet to be released music on it. And I was going through the Taylor Swift tab. And there's a couple interesting song titles that I was like, what are these? I'm sure they're fake as fuck. But I can't listen to them to like confirm or deny. But there's these are allegedly Taylor songs. Won't Let You Go. A Ring from Tiffany's. Psychopath. If I Said I Love You. And Build a Man. They are very likely some other artist song. But I just thought it was interesting. I was like, where the hell did these titles come from? Very interesting. But it also says like Tortured Poets Department album leak. And I'm like, girl, I definitely don't believe that. Not for a second. So, you gotta take what you see with a grain of salt sometimes. Also, while I've got a couple people here, I was thinking about doing a gaming stream this weekend. So I need to make a poll on what game to do because the new Princess Peach game came out today. Actually, let me go ahead and make the poll. I'll just go ahead and make it. Um, nope. If I can actually do it, post poll. Um, as I mentioned in the previous stream, what game should we play this weekend? Um, the new Princess Peach game came out. But there's other games like I could finally do another episode of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. We could do Dead by Daylight. I think that's the three options I'm gonna do. Um, let's do more Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The new Princess Peach. Can't spell. Showtime game. Excuse me. Or a classic Dead by Daylight. Okay. Posted live. Because I really want to do a gaming stream this weekend. Rachel said DVD. Do you think Taylor is going to be featured on Beyonce's new album? Um, I think the probability is pretty high. Actually, I've been seeing lots of rumors about it, lots of stuff about it, but before Beyonce even officially announced Cowboy Carter, which I'm not a huge country person, which may shock you as I'm such a big Taylor Swift fan and she was country for so long. Um, but I'm intrigued by this Beyonce album, so I'll obviously give it a listen. Um, but yeah, uh, but anyway, before it was announced as Cowboy Carter, there was rumors going around that Taylor and Beyonce had a song together. So I think high chances. Can you imagine a Beyonce song? I don't know what I would do, to be honest. And I don't think we even know how many tracks Cowboy Carter's gonna be. I fucking love the album cover with her on the horse because I think it harkens back to Act One, and I think that that's such a cool through line. What the fuck is Act Three gonna sound like? No idea. But I'm intrigued by Cowboy Carter. At first, I really preferred 16 Carriages to Texas Hold'em, but I don't know. Texas Hold'em's kind of an earworm, so I did see the rumors saying that Act Three will be rock, and that's gonna fuck me up, bitch. For her to do a dance album and then follow it up with a country album and then follow that up with a rock album, iconic. This damn chair. Quit squeaking. Squeak squeakers. Makes sense, it'll be rock. But that's why I want Taylor's album to be a rock album. I want Taylor to give us a pop, like a punk rock, pop rock sort of album so bad. I wonder if she will finally drop the visuals once all three acts are out. Hi, Alice. How's it going? What do you mean? Has she not? done any visuals for Renaissance? I guess I don't recall her doing anything. Huh. Hate to leave, but gotta work soon. It's okay, Rachel. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you were here for a little bit. She shared teasers for visuals and never dropped music videos. Interesting. But what good would come from waiting 3, 4, however many years to drop Breaks My Soul? You know what I mean? Unless she does wait until all 3 are done and she's like the Act 3 visual album, or the 3-act visual album, the trilogy visual album, or whatever she's gonna fucking call it. And it's just like a constant through line, which would be so fucking interesting. It would have to be like a 3-hour film, because it's like 3 albums. That would be interesting. I could see that. If anyone's gonna pave the way for that kind of thing, it's Beyonce. I could see it. I heard about this rumor that Beyonce did a Jolene Dolly Parton cover. I've heard. Because I think that Dolly Parton said, like, yes, she reached out and was like, I want to cover this. Controversial opinion. Controversial opinion. I really don't like the song Jolene. I'm sorry. I love Dolly. Let me preface, I love Dolly. Don't like Jolene. Even a little bit. I'm not a fan of the song. I think it's the way it sounds. I don't particularly like it. I know I'm more of a 9 to 5 girly. More of a basic bitch. But yeah, I know that's very controversial, which is why I don't normally share it. Because people are like, you hate Dolly if you hate Jolene. And it's like, no, bitch, I've been to Dollywood, okay? I've been to Dollywood. I love Dolly. I just don't like Jolene. Also, can we be real? Jolene is gay as hell. That is a gay song. She's talking about how her boyfriend cheated on her, but she's obsessed with the woman who did it. It's giving gay, which I love. But I'm just here to call a spade a spade. I think she was in love with Jolene the whole time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Dolly's a great songwriter. And I love when she does the nails thing. I think that is so fucking cool. So cute. I love when she plays songs on her nails. You know what's going to be happening pretty soon is we're going to be getting timestamps for Poets pretty soon, because it usually follows shortly after it goes to iTunes. Since it finally went on iTunes this past week, usually timestamps come pretty soon after. I'm so scared. Oh my god, speaking of, have y'all seen the alleged runtime of Poets? I don't believe it for a goddamn second. Let me just say that. I don't believe it for a goddamn second. Please tell me y'all have seen this, because there's no fucking way that So Long London is 9 minutes and 28 seconds. There's no fucking way. And if we learn that So Long London is 9 minutes and 28 seconds, redacted. But what? I can't believe it. I choose not to believe it. There's no fucking way that she's gonna put a 9-minute song on this particular album. Some people were saying if you added up the time, it wouldn't be enough vinyls. I don't know if that's true or not. Didn't care to research it because I was like, this is fake anyway. Uh, Not Wikipedia clocking me. I went to the Tortured Poets department at Wikipedia and I was like, you visit this often. And so, track list. Yeah, okay. It's not here. Thank God. But yeah, 9 minutes 28 seconds. So Long London. Fans connected it to September 28th, which is what she sings in Do You Remember the 28th Night of September? I know, I did see that. I saw that. And I was like, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't rent it. I don't even fathom the idea of renting it, okay? I don't know. Until I see the actual runtime be 928. Isn't it crazy to think that Taylor is writing TS12 already, most likely? That's scary. That really is scary because yeah, I yeah, because she said that she started working on Poets as soon as she turned in Midnights, and you have to turn it in months before release. So realistically, we're looking at, let's say, July of 2022. She turned in Midnights, so that means that she turned in Poets probably in December. That's scary. Probably in December or January. And she could have already been working on TS12. That's scary because what about all the orange stuff? What about the orange door? Do you really think that she was using the Eras tour to not even hint at TS11, but to hint at TS12? Can you fucking imagine? Also, have y'all seen and then I'm gonna go here in a couple minutes. Did y'all see people clocking? Oh, we got to talk about the poetry thing too. Did y'all see people clocking when Taylor talks about? She talks about. I think it's during the Champagne Problems speech for the Eras movie, where she's talking about. Oh, people were asking me, oh, what are you gonna do like for a tour? You put out like 5 albums, and at the time, she only put out 4: Folklore, Evermore, Midnights, and Poets. Now, I have seen people talk about how they're like, well, they're talking about Lover because Lover never got a tour. So that would be Lover, Folklore, Evermore, Midnights, and Poets. Wait, is that right? Is that math? Lover, Folklore, Evermore, Midnights, Poets. Folklore, Evermore, Midnights, Poets. Yeah, okay. The math is mathing. I had a brain bleed for a second. So basically, she was saying then that there was 5 albums that she needed to introduce us to, and now here we are having a 5th album, Poets. That's scary. That she's that diabolical. Her brain. But the last thing I want to talk about before we go, and this is sus as hell. So y'all know the post that Taylor did on February 4th for the Tortured Poets department, the little file thing where it was like, all's fair in love and poetry, tick, tick, tick of the black ink bullshit. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? In Taylor's post, let me confirm before I spread lies and debauchery on the internet. Because I think Taylor's is the one with it. I'm pretty sure. Taylor Swift, album announcement. Yeah, hers has it. Okay, so if you go to this is what I'm talking about. Can y'all see that? This is what I'm talking about. And I don't know if you can see. Okay, you see poetry? I don't know if you can see it. Poetry has an ellipses after it. Okay? And then the other day, literally like 2 days ago, Poets, excuse me, 3 days ago, Taylor Nation posted it. The same thing. It was like, oh, happy 1 month until Poets. Do you see that poetry? There's no ellipses, which means that it was either edited or redone to have no ellipses. Now, do I know what this means? Absolutely the fuck not. But it has to mean something because they already had the picture, the file, if you will, of Taylor having it. So they didn't need to redo it or re edit it. But yet they did. What does that mean, Taylor Nation? What does that mean? Tal, are you confused? So in Taylor's post, like written in her handwriting, it says all's fair in love and poetry ... And that was posted on February 4th. But the one they posted, that Taylor Nation posted 3 days ago, said all's fair in love and poetry, no ... I'm sorry, but that's deliberate. That's deliberate as fucking hell, bitch. And I don't buy it. And I don't rent it, as I said earlier. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. They know things. And they like to troll us. If it doesn't mean anything, they did it on purpose knowing that we would clown. And I don't appreciate. Because one thing about me, I'm gonna clown. Especially when it comes to rep, but as much as I want rep to drop before Poets, it's not happening. I mean, let's be real. It's not happening. I even saw someone, speaking of rep, I saw someone who was talking about how, y'all know the vinyls, the variant vinyls that are back in the store. They're only available for 72 hours or whatever. And that 72 hours ends at 2 p.m. on 3/24/24. I saw someone, no shade to them, because I think it's hilarious the level that rep stands will go to feed their delusion. As a rep stand, I think it's hilarious. That they were like, 2 4 equals 6, 2 4 equals 6, that's double sixes. And then like at 2 for another double. And I'm like, okay, but what about the 3? So, which, someone was saying, oh, well, she put up double threes in that post for her 33rd birthday. And I was like, well, yeah, because it's her 33rd birthday. Not trying to discredit anything. It is double threes, but it's also her age. And I was like, sister, as much as I want Reputation TV, I don't think it's happening when she's rolling out a brand new album. There was someone who leaked the track list for Poets, mentioned September, and I think that's when we can start clowning. Honestly, I think we can start clowning around June, because that would be a good announcement time for a September release. So let's get through Poets, let's enjoy TS11, and then we can start clowning a couple months later. Every week is a rep announcement, I know, right? Shut Up and Dance, what a great song. Hi. Yeah, that leaker was right about everything for Poets, so it's interesting. I could see her waiting till next year to release the final 2 TV albums while she is making her movie. That way she keeps us fed while she's busy. I could see that. However, there's been lots and lots of rumors about how there's 2 Friday the 13ths this year, just so happenly. One of them is September 13th, which would be kind of iconic to be the Reputation Taylor's version announcement. And someone said, what better way for her to reclaim her name, debut, than by releasing it on her birthday, which is December 13th, and it's also a Friday this year. So, do I think that that sounds fucking perfect and she can go into 2025 owning all of her work? Yeah, I think that that sounds pretty wrapped up in a neat little bow. But will it happen? I don't know. I want that to happen because that means we would get 3 albums this year. And correct me if I'm wrong, we've never gotten 3 albums in a year. So, and I know 2 of them are re recorded, but still, that's 3 albums in a year. That would be crazy. Yeah, December 13th is a Friday this year. That's and I think that's the first Friday. Let me fact check. Someone said it was the first Friday after all of the Eras tour shows. Taylor Swift Eras tour. Which there's rumors that she's going to extend tour, which is insane to me. Yeah, the end date says December 8th. So yeah, it would be the first Friday after she ends it, after she ends tour, which, it would be something. But so I think that there's 2 dates that we're mainly clowning for Rep TV, and that's August 2nd, which is a Friday, obviously, and September 13th. I think those are the 2 most likely candidates. I think September 19th sounds pretty fucking perfect for me. I think some people are clowning for 11/22. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe it's because the 112 day theory or whatever. But if we get Poets on April 19th and then we get Rep on September 13th, I will transcend to the astral plane. That would be so fucking good. And then to top it all off, if we got Debut on December 13th, her reclaiming her name on her birthday, I can't handle that. I can't handle that. It's too good. But I really don't know. Because let's say that there's a scenario where Poets is the only thing we get this year, which would be fine. Weird, but fine. So, yeah. The only thing that I want explained is the goddamn Karma coffee cup with the black nail on too. That is what I need explained so bad. I need that explained so bad. Because make it make sense. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Don't forget to go vote on the poll about what game you want to see me play this weekend. Probably tomorrow. Not probably. It'll be tomorrow. Um, we'll play either Mario Bros. Wonder, the new Princess Peach game, or a classic Dead by Daylight stream. Vote for your favorite. Go to my community page and vote on the poll. Again, I'm going to encourage y'all to listen to Sailor Manga at least the first hour of every episode because we talk about pop culture updates, lots of music updates. If you want to know my opinions on Ariana Grande's Eternal Sunshine, go listen to the latest episode, I believe, is when we talk about Eternal Sunshine. Yeah, you don't have to listen to the manga part if manga's not your thing, but if you want to know what's going on with me, updates with Marcella, pop culture stuff we talk about, things we're reading, reviewing, watching, all that kind of jazz, listen to the first hour of Sailor Manga. It's a good time. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow with the gaming stream. Look forward to seeing what we're playing. And yeah, we'll see what happens next. I mean, 27 days out for Poets. That's crazy. Um, yeah, what a time. Look forward to the timestamps being real or not. I don't think they are. But look forward to those coming out soon. And then we got Beyonce's album next week, so we're gonna see if Taylor's on it. Fun things to look forward to. Fun things. All right, bye.